Hello guys, how are you today? Welcome back to my channel guys. It's Soulwinning again with another video guys, a new video for the week. So guys, today I'm doing a book review. Guys today. This book is written by Pastor Makhado Ramapolane. He's from Limpopo in South Africa. He is a vendor speaking guy, and his book is about church mafia. He is exposing the fake churches, the fake prophets, and he was one of them guys. Yeah, the book is written, captured by secret powers, an untold African narrative. So this Pastor Makhado was also a fake prophet, guys. He is sharing everything in his book. So yeah, let's get into it. Before I share, guys, the most important points from his book, I also went to these fake churches, guys. I didn't know it's a fake church. I was just troubled in my life and things not going right. I decided, little did I know it's a fake church. So it was around 2018 or 2019. I went to this church around my area, hoping that I will be prophesied and told, Guti, why is this area of my life not going well, who did it, all those kind of things. And then the other day I was back. Now it's a Sunday, I'm watching TV. I was watching TV and I do not remember the show. I came across this Pastor Makhado. He was talking about fake churches, fake prophets. But the show was about to end, so I couldn't hear a lot on what he was saying. And then the other day, I'm seeing adverts on Moja Love. And then I saw that he was going to be on Ama Bishop. There was a show there called Ama Bishop. And then I decided to tune in. I listened to him talking about fake churches, how do you see, Uguti, this one is a fake church? How do you see, Uguti, this prophet is a fake? And I was like, whatever that he was saying is exactly what was happening to the church I was going to. This book, guys, opened my eyes, and that's when I stopped going to these churches. I decided, no ways, I'm staying at home, or else I'm gonna back to my old church, rural church. So yeah, let's get into it, guys. I'm just gonna share with you some of the things that he says in this book. Just a review, guys. It's a review. So this Pastor Makhado, he says that he grew up in a Christian family. His father is a pastor and umamake umamumfundisi. And he also had a passion of becoming a pastor. So he went to a theological institute and then he became a pastor. He started having his own church. But when he started now, his church was not going well. No church members. The church was not growing. He would fast. He would pray. He would do everything that the Bible says that we must do. But things were not happening for his church. And then he was tempted now to make friends with the African prophets that we have around the country. He made friends, and then that's when he got a chance to ask them, and they shared with him, get us to these countries to be initiated so that you can have powers. So that's how it all started. So he shares with us that he was taken to Nigeria In Nigeria, he was cooked in a hot water drum with fire underneath. After he was initiated now, the initiation was done, he was then given a pig head from Nigeria to South Africa, and he was told and instructed to bury it in his churchyard so that it would bring many church members. He will have a mega church. And then he also shares with us that he was taken to Zimbabwe also. This power thing, guys, is like having money, né? Because when you have money, you always want more. So get these powers, you always want more powers. You never get enough of having these powers. So that's why he was going to different countries. Now he shares that he was also taken to Zimbabwe. And in Zimbabwe, he says that he was taken to a grave of a newborn baby, a 6 months. Yeah, he says a 6 months baby. He was given the spirit of that baby. He slept on top of that grave the whole night naked. Yo, I shame to get these powers. He shares, guys, that he was taken to Mozambique now, where he was given 2 spirits, a male and a female, and those spirits were given names, Fire and Force. Yo! And I was like, yo, the fire, by force, by fire, is what was happening to the church I was going to. Hey, God, it's spirits from the what? Marine spirits. Yo. Aye, guys, we need discernment. Otherwise, we're gonna die. And then he also shares that he was taken to Congo. And in Congo, he was taken to a big river. There he says the name of the river. And there he saw what he calls a mamba muntu. A mamba muntu, he says it's a half human creature and a half animal creature. Scary things. And then, guys, he also shares the trick about ancestors now. I feel like that I should read this. It's just 1 page, guys. I feel I should read the trick that he was given. In fact, he was not given. It was shared by Dr. Yaya, one of the herbalists or spiritualist that was already operating in South Africa. So he was taken to this Dr. Yaya to get the trick about ancestors. I'm gonna read it for you guys. It's only 1 page. I can't even summarize this part. That's why I feel like reading it. Okay. Sometimes I manipulate my clients by claiming that the main cause of their problem is linked to their ancestors. I then convince them that I have special powers from West Africa to communicate with ancestors, and I make sure that clients speak and reconnect with their ancestors during the consultation session to ensure that clients are easily manipulated and not doubtful. I request clients to go through a cleansing session whereby the client will bath with my muti in order to begin with the entire process. This muti will automatically cast a powerful spell on anyone who agrees to go through with the cleansing. Kata Kata, that is Pastor Makhado. It's his occultic name that he was given. He was called by then, while he was still a fake prophet. He was called Kata Kata. Kata Kata, my brother, there is no one who will bath with my muti and not take whatever I say. That is what we call the spirit of command, my brother. Seen most of your South African prophets using the same spirit on television. The same path will ensure that the client returns to my shrine for more instructions and guidance. He will even forget about the main reason that brought him or her to consult with me. The client will fall prey to the deception and play along with the new path of ancestors. I usually request the clients for some soil from where they stay during the follow-up consultation session. Remember, kata kata. On the first visit, you should be able to source a lot of information from the client. The same information you obtain will be used with the client when you prophesy or when you summon the ancestral spirits to speak to the client. Dr. Yaya said, the name and the surname of the client will determine which language will be used when the ancestors of the client appear. Dr. Yaya continued, what do you mean, Dr. Yaya? I asked. He then took me to another room and showed me a pipe that was buried under the ground. This pipe was the same as the green hose pipe used in households to water gardens and to do other things. This pipe was connected to the other room. It was secretly and strategically placed there to implement the ancestor communication trick. Hey, Dr. Yaya then continued to say, welcome to the world of black magic, kata kata. This trick is the one that puts food on my table and which enables me to afford the life I am living in the best upmarket suburb of South Africa. He continued to say, once you have set a date to take the client to come and talk with his ancestors, you will need to find someone who will be able to speak the language of the client fluently. In my case, Nomvula helps me much to source people who can speak the required South African languages fluently. He was referring to his secretary. He further said, she usually gets older women who can speak your languages from your local townships at a fee, of course, and I pay these old women very well per session. We make sure that this act is executed perfectly in order to convince the client to release more money for the ancestors. Hey, my brother, this practice has made a lot of people to take their early retirement with the false hope of ancestors multiplying their pension funds, and receiving miracle money worth millions. Hi guys, I thought I should read that part for you because wow, ancestral communication trick. That's how they do it. The fake prophets and pastors. And then guys, the last thing he shares on this book is how to identify these occultic churches. He says that you can identify these occultic churches by the names they call their pastors or prophets. If they call the prophet or the pastor Papa, General, Major, Bishop, prophetic spiritual father, you must know it's an occultic church. If they do one-on-ones, the consultations, you must know it's an occult church. This guy was one of the fake pastors, was one of the fake prophets. He is an ex-fake prophet. So, yeah. He says also you can identify these churches by, let me see, if they are selling the oils, the waters, the towels, the stickers, salts, soaps, all those things that are being sold in these prophetic churches. If you see them selling those things, they have the wristbands of the pastors, calendars, car stickers, all those kinds of things. You must know it's an occultic church. And also he also shares that you can identify the church if you must come with documents, photos, clothes to be prayed for. You must know that it's a fake church, it's an occultism, it's an occult church. And lastly, if it preaches of materialistic gospel and not the gospel of salvation. That's how you can identify it. If it preaches a lot about materialistic gospel and not the gospel of salvation, you must know. If you know, you know, guys. Yeah, that is my book review, guys. I hope that it's gonna save a lot of African people, not only in South Africa, but also from other countries, that you are able to identify these fake churches, these fake prophets, especially if you are looking for God, the real God, not magics. Welcome to the world of black magics. Uchilo Dr. Yaya. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. If you like what I'm all about, guys, please don't forget to support my channel by commenting, by liking, by subscribing, guys. I would really appreciate it. Love you. See you next time. Bye.